morning, depending on where you are. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us once again. Hopefully this is the second time that you've joined us today and you enjoyed our masterclass a little bit earlier on. We're all about the creative cravings for the next couple of hours. Do you know what? Well, we kind of take it back to basics just a little bit. And if you are new to us here on the channel and you're looking for ideas, hints, tips and inspiration, then this is the show for you. And actually, we have got some amazing products from Hunky Dory on the show over the course of the next couple of hours. And for me, these kits I think are just brilliant. If you want to go back to basics, if you're just starting out and you're wanting something really easy to get crafting with that's going to allow you to make some amazing projects, then there will be something for you on this show. And of course, leading the way over the course of the next couple of hours is the lovely Sara. It's a jam-packed show, this, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's double Sara Day. I've been dancing around the studio, a little bit hyper and excited. Ben's like, what's got into you?
What's got into you? Jig earlier on.
So yes, honestly, guys, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 demos. Whoa. Do you think I can do it?
I tell you what, if you manage to do that, that would be amazing. But the point is 15 demos because, well, there's so many goodies on this show. I just want to give you a bit of a heads up as to some of the amazing goodies we've got on the show. Get ahead, shop on the web, and you can see all of those items there. It's all things Hunky Dory. This is the Twilight Safari luxury card collection. With these kits, you get everything that you need to put together some amazing cards. So you get all of the beautiful toppers. You get your cardstock included in there as well. All of the inserts too. And these books are amazing. This one is the bite-sized book of Twilight Safari. And I always think, you know, those little books, the bite-sized books, whatever you want to call them, they're almost like, you know, one sheet is a card in itself there because the artwork is just so amazing. Plenty of craftability, and the Twilight Safari is $29.96 or $41.49 if that one tickles your fancy. The great thing is, again, about Hunky Dory, there's loads of different ranges, loads of different designs for all sorts of different crafts, you know, whoever you're making cards for. And again, take your Safari and then change it up to this one, the Forever Floral Rose. Again, this is amazing because you're going to get so much, your luxury toppers. So again, you know, if you're brand new to this and thinking, oh, do I have to get like a die cutting machine or anything like that? No, no, no. Your toppers will just pop out of your cardstock, and then you've got all of the inserts matching. You've got all of the cardstock in there too. With this particular set, you get a little tag pad, which is really cute once again. Again, like the little books, I suppose, but in sort of tag form, and you get parchment with this collection as well. $26.95 or $40 is the price on that. Also, again, just proving we've got everything, something for every season, I think, really, today as well. We've got your Sunflower collection. This is the Forever Florals Sunflower Luxury Toppers, Inserts and Tag Pad. Once again, so much in there as far as craftability is concerned. You've got the tag pad, as I say, inserts, you've got your cardstock, some of it foiled, and you've got all of those toppers in there too. $28.47, $42.49 if you're watching in the States. Now, this is absolutely huge. The Magical Christmas. This is the Deco Large. So if you like the idea of doing the decoupage, guess what? This is Deco Large. Big decoupage, big standout cards. And once again with this, you've got all of those inserts, toppers, and the cardstock in there, and the little book once again as well. I know how many people love those little books. By the way, you can go for these individually, and I mention that just for the fact that I know lots of people go for the collections and then they add in another little book as well, because some people like to have two, one that they can craft with and one that they can collect as well, because there's so many of those little books in lots of different ranges. Now, we normally have a hero product, don't we, on Creative Cravings, a hero tool, if you like. This is, well, the hero cardstock, because if you know about Hunky Dory, you'll know about Adorable Scoreable and why this is so popular. This is all about bendable ink technology, allowing you to be able to crease this, fold this without cracking, without feathering. If you're looking for a cardstock, which maybe, I don't know, you're going to construct with, make boxes with, whatever it might be, and you find that the cardstock they usually have cracks and kind of feathers and lets you down, Adorable Scoreable is the way to go. If you've never tried it, honestly, get your mitts on this today and take a look at the gorgeous Midnight Rainbows. Now in this collection, take a look at all of these colours. 24 sheets, you're getting 8 designs, 3 of each. This was here recently and proved very, very popular indeed. So get your hands on it now whilst you can. $7.99 individually or $11.99 for the rainbow. If that doesn't tickle your fancy, something else which flew out of here last time is the rose, gold and black. This one, does this one remind anyone else of like the opening to a James Bond movie?
It does,
Do you know what I mean? Gold finger, but a little bit like that, but honestly.
Rose gold, not a finger.
See what you did there?
Oh, I love that one. I love that one.
Just gorgeous, isn't it? And isn't it so clever? This adorable
love that one
scoreboard.
too.
She's loving it all. Look, what about that one?
Oh, that might be my favourite.
Oh, okay. Well, what about that one?
Oh, nice.
Or this one? Or
Ooh.
this one? Oh, a little
Well,
bit
you
futuristic.
know what the moral of the story is, Ben?
What's that?
We need a couple.
Well, absolutely we do.
Yeah, you need to get a couple of those.
You do. There's 8 different designs, 24 sheets, 3 of each, $7.99 or $11.99 with that adorable, scorable, bendable ink technology. Now, we expect that to be super popular. One of the other things that I love on the Hunky Dory show, and do you know what? It's always the simple ideas which I just think are absolutely brilliant. Now, this is the Trim Me pads. You'll have to excuse me. I've got so much stuff down here. Now, these Trim Me pads are brilliant. You are going to get, it is like having Hunky Dory's warehouse, seriously. You have got the Trim Me Birthdays and Everyday Gold and Silver collection. So you're going to get 4 paper pads with foiled inserts. The birthday ones for birthdays, and then you've got your everyday ones with everyday sentiments in. But the clever thing about this, if I just flip through it, I'll show you here on the silver one. This is the birthdays. So again, you get a whole host of different sentiments, beautifully foiled as well. But you're probably looking, if you've seen these for the first time, and you're looking at the top here at the back, they think, well, what's all that scribbling about? What is that all about? Well, it's really clever because, as I understand this, you've got all of the markings on the back there to allow you to cut your sentiments down to shape. So no matter what the size of your card, you've got the markings for all of the different sizes in here as well. So it's really, really clever. Kind of, you know, holding your hand, taking you back to basics with it, and you get that on all of the 4 pads that you're going to receive. So 42 sheets in each. You get 7 sentiments and 6 of each. So in the birthdays, you get a silver and a gold, and you'll get a silver and a gold in the everyday as well. It's a really, really clever idea, this, isn't it, Sarah?
What, do you want me just to do one?
Go on, why not?
Well, I haven't made any cards yet.
Right.
So, let's have a little look here. I've got some of the samples. We're going to have rose quartz first. Oh,
yes.
These are beautiful. Right, so why don't I just put a couple of inserts in a couple of these?
I love that
idea.
idea.
Just to show you how to do it.
Why
Right,
not?
here we go. So, first one, the card is 7 by 7. Right, so I've just measured that on the corner of my trimmer here. Let's have a look. I think the silver foiling would go best with that one. So here's my birthday pad. So all you do, wishing you a birthday that's as special as you. Time to celebrate. It's your special day. Yay, it's your birthday. Make a wish on your special day. Many happy returns of the day. Just choose whichever one you like the look of. You go, oh, I quite like that classic birthday wishes. Right?
It goes well with the card, I think, that one, doesn't it?
So you get this.
Yep.
And then what we need to do is we want it 7 by 7. So you flip over and you look. So here we go, 7 by 7. So all you do is you get your trimmer, your guillotine, however you want to cut them, and you literally just cut at the 7 by 7 line. And what that will do is that will give you the insert that is exactly the right size for a 7 by 7 card to have you that right in the middle. So that when we then open this up, all you do is you take your insert and we go, so obviously this is getting stuck down.
Yeah.
So you just take that and then that will give me, can you see it cuts it a tiny bit smaller to fit perfectly in the 7 by 7 card.
Love that.
Or let's go fancy here.
Oh yeah.
So now we've got an 8 by 6 or essentially it's A5, right? So that's half of A4 here. So all we do is we go down to there, choose another one, right? And then you've got your, have I got just one sheet here? Yes, I have. So all I'm doing is looking, I want a portrait one that's A5.
Got it.
So you'll see your card is exactly that size. So when I now come, it takes seconds. Every one of your cards will now have a perfect matching size insert, which looks uber professional and has that exact sentiment. Look at this. Right size. Oh, sorry, that's 8 by 8 I've cut it to, not the 8. I thought that looked a little bit wrong. 8 by 8. No, I'm cutting it to A5.
Well, that's all right, because you've still got the markings to go back in again.
So you can go straight back in. I've got that exactly the right size, so that all we do, I mean, look, it takes seconds, and don't you think your cards are so much more professional with that foiled birthday, or, you know, the foiled birthday wishes sentiment in the middle. And you get, so you buy all the pads individually, but we do, as you said, the birthdays in the gold, the birthdays in the silver, the everyday in the gold, or the everyday in the silver. Or, essentially, you buy 3, you get 1 free.
Good catchphrase, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a good catchphrase.
You said you buy 3, you get 1 free.
You do.
$29.96 or $44.97. Such a simple idea, but such a great idea, and those are always very popular indeed. I tell you the thing, in about 50 minutes or so, we are going to be running you through a bit of a last chance saloon, because we've got some amazing products on the show, but some of them are your last chance to get them. And let me just say, we have got some amazing collections, from full topper sheet collections to the little books. We've got the square books as well. I won't tell you exactly what, but just keep your eye out, because those will be coming up a little bit later on. As I said, if you want to get ahead on the web, do that too. Loads of you watching currently. It's a busy old day. Tammy from Massachusetts is in, Michelle from Aberdeen, Bridget from the Netherlands, hello, Katie in San Francisco, Gemma from Chesterfield. Oh, by the way, talking to Chesterfield, must just say hello to our stores in Evesham and also in Chesterfield, because I know that you guys have us on there, on the TV. So if you want to give us a little shout, you can do, or maybe you've just, I don't know, popped into the store and you want to say hello, you can do. Get social with us on Facebook and on Instagram. And indeed, you can email the studio if you want as well, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Lots of people loving the fact that it's a double Sara day, including Nikki on YouTube and Carleen on Facebook. Wow, you're going to outdo yourself today, Sara. Oh, by the way, quick round of applause. Now, this is where we need the bell, because Mary de Groy on Facebook has just got platinum. Yep. Congratulations. That's an extra 20% off all orders, isn't it? Amazing. Right, listen, don't forget, get your questions in. As I say, it is National Ask a Silly Question Day. We always say here, there's no such thing as a silly question, and that's what Creative Cravings is all about. Going back to basics. Anything that you want to know, anything you want to ask, anything you want to see from this show, get in touch with us and get those questions in. Now, the Rose Quartz Dreams collection is always very, very popular indeed, and this is just gorgeous. With this, you are going to receive everything that you need to be able to put some amazing cards together. So basically, you've got your shimmering silk. Oh, your shimmering silk. All right, Sara. Yeah, good. Your shimmering silk topper collection. Now that's got 8 topper sheets. And it is all about, it's real quality, real beauty. You've got beautiful swans in here. You've also got butterflies. You've got, what else have we got in here? Flowers and florals and beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of something quite sort of fantastical, because you've got the dresses and the shoes in there, the masquerade masks in there too. It's all included to make some beautiful cards. Now, as well as that, you're going to get your 16 sheets of cardstock, 8 with the foiled accents, if you like, and 8 without. You're then also going to get within this collection your concept cards as well. Let's just show you some of the cards which you can make. So the concept cards allow you to make some beautiful rosette cards. And we'll see those, I'm sure, as we head through the show as well. You can make some pop-up cards with that too. So you've got 16 cards within, well, minimum 16 cards within your collection. Then you can make 8 of those beautiful concept cards too. You've got all of the inserts that you need as well, all matching. And then you've got your little square book as well, with 150 sheets in there, 25 different designs, 6 of each. We'll have a proper flick through all of that in just a little bit, but I just wanted you to see the kind of different designs and different things that you can make with this collection. So much that you can do. And the great thing about these collections are you can get back to basics very quickly. And even if you've never crafted before, you can make cards like this, right, Sara?
Oh, absolutely. This is the beauty. Everything you need matches.
Yeah.
Now, the bit I struggle with, honestly, is choosing where to start.
That's it.
Which is why what Hunky Dory do, they give you an inspiration sheet in with every set. So if you never know where to start, a lot of the cards that we're showing you will be photographed. So can you see these cards that you actually see on the front there? You'll see them in the photographs. In fact, I'm pretty sure there is where we've made one copying off what's on the front.
Oh, okay.
So we've literally looked at what's on the front and taken inspiration from and done our own card to match it. So that's the whole idea. You get all of the inspiration on that sheet that comes included. So you're going to basically flick through, see where you fancy, giving it a starting point. The first time I've worked with this one as well, when I got the prep ready for this, I love it. And then you're going to, I mean, you could, to be honest, you could just cut part of one of these away. If you want to use this, this would make a wonderful, in fact, I think I might use that, wonderful base in one of your cards. So let's have a little look. Let's assume I'm going to use that one, all right? Actually, what you could do if you wanted, here we go, is you can either take these and score them to begin with.
Yeah.
So if you wanted your base card, for example, and I have got other cards prepared, but I'm kind of going with the flow here, Ben.
I like it. Bit of improv.
So what you could do, don't be just folding that card over, use your scoring tool, okay? So if you want to score this in half, you're going to go, if you're on your ultimate, you want half fold A4. If you're on your scoring board, you're going to go one little notch before the 6. And you see what that'll do is, that will give you a perfect half fold card and a really nice base for you to work from. So that will just give you, instead of using a plain card base, same with this one here, look, if you want the beautiful swans, or I would, with this one, trim that in half so that that becomes the mount for the front of my card. That becomes the mount for another card. You've got loads of options with all of these, okay? Anyway, what I've done is I've gone nice and simple, and I've just got a blank card folded in half so I can get more from them. And I've just used my adorable scoreable to create the kind of first matten layer. Do you know what I thought would be quite nice, Ben?
Yeah.
Instead of using that, I think I might use some of that lovely rose gold.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Yeah, should I use one of those? Does look good on the black there. Well, I really like that one. Really like
bubbles, isn't it?
Love those ones. So what I think I'll do is start with one of those sheets. So if I want to do my matten layer, cut a little bit further down. Let's have a little look. So this now is, so my inside layer is 5.5 inches by 8 1/4. So if I want to go a little bit smaller, let's get the larger guillotine out. Oh, you nearly went flying there.
By the way, lots of people commenting on the fact that, well, you probably do remember, about 15 minutes ago, you said you had 15 demos lined up. Lots of people on the socials looking forward to seeing all 15. And in fact, you've now got 16, because this one wasn't planned, was it? So
yeah, well, you know what I'm like. We're just going for it. 8 1/4, so if we take this down to 8.
Isn't that nice, though, the fact you've got so much choice here? And like you said, the difficult thing, I think, with these kits is, you know, where you're going to start, what you're going to decide to use, because there's so much. It's almost like, I always think with these kits, that you've had your very own personal shopper and gone out and got everything that you need, so then you just get the fun bit. You know, you don't have to worry about, does this match with that? Does that marry up with this? It all works absolutely beautifully. By the way, lots of love for this rose gold and black, by the way. Very busy for that.
Right, this is the Sara School of matting and layering here.
Yes.
As in, we're just going to eyeball it a little bit.
Looks pretty good, to be fair.
So I'm going to take a tiny little bit more of that, just so that this is why I quite like having the guillotine, because you can take a fly's eyelash off at a time if you want.
You can take what?
There, a fly's eyelash. I've taken this is a fly's eyelash worth of card off.
Small amount.
Small amount. I'll not tell you what my mother-in-law said the other day.
Oh, really? Why not?
It was a nut something, and it wasn't the...
Oh, I know what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I
can't say that now, can you?
It was me mother-in-law, and I just looked at her like she had 3 heads. I was like, you can't say things like that.
Did she forget herself for a few moments?
Right, so let's have a little look. Let's start getting this card laid up. Now, when you're doing matting and layering like this, I love to use the Collal all-purpose, because look at this, I've got a little bit of manoeuvrability time, Ben.
Yes.
So I can go nice and simple, and I can get this first piece down and into place, and if it's not quite right, look at that, I'm just manoeuvring it round into place. And also it acts like another layer of cardstock. So it just makes your cards feel a lot stronger. I remember when our Leanne first started crafting with me, she was on our design team, and she used to make cards, and her cards always felt really professional. Do you know what it was? She matted and layered an extra layer, and she also always matted and layered her insert as well, and it just made the front and the back of the card look really professional.
So what's the optimum amount of matting and layering? So you got
threes there. Three looks.
Yeah,
I generally just do two because I'm a little bit lazy, but I think three there looks pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
And that, it looks like it's rose gold foil, doesn't it? Whereas it's certainly just printed. So apparently I've got to stop talking about the rose gold because that's going to go right. Okay, moving on from the rose gold. You guys are going to love it. Do you know what I thought we're using the rose quartz?
Oh, yes.
One of the little books. Now, if you are completely new to Hunky Dory, and this is maybe your first show that you're watching where we've done it, nearly all the collections we do one of these little books with. And the brilliant thing about them is every sheet you get multiples of it. So can you see, here we go, this one sheet and you've got 6 of it, which means not only can you do the same card over and over, but if you want to do any matting and layering, you can just cut them out and do a little bit of decoupage from them.
Beautiful.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that base card. Let's take a few bits. Look what I did when I used another one of my sheets. Can you see? So if I go through here and find the one that I'm using, come on, I will find it. This is a brand new book, this one. This is not my book that I've been working from. You're going to be right at the back, aren't you?
The last one, isn't it?
It's going to be
it will be
the absolute last one. Oh no, this is mine, and I've taken them out. I'm thinking, why is it missing? Yes, right. It started off life looking like this, right? So I've done one where I've cut down these 2 bits, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the tape pen to stick those down, and I'm going to stick these base parts down. Oh, you shouldn't really do that on top of your cardstock, but look, I use the dotty one so it easily rubs away, just to give myself a really nice top and bottom. Now, if you're confident to go straight in with the tape pens. If you're not, use that all-purpose glue again so you've got a little bit of manoeuvrability time. So I've just got some base on there. And then this is going to go in the centre.
Yes.
So actually, I'm looking at them and I'm thinking I might just give myself, look at this. You've got manoeuvrability time. I'm going to move this right to the top. Yes. So this is what you should actually, this is probably why you want to be using your, your Collard all-purpose.
Yes.
But if you want manoeuvrability, you want the tape pen that's the dotty one. Because if I'd done this with our regular tape pen, stand absolutely no chance.
No.
All right, so there we go. Quite happy with that now. Now, I've done multiple ones of these, and I've actually cut out just multiple layers of all of the toppers.
Brilliant.
And what I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm going to shape them. So when we talk about shaping, bring in either the back of a mouse mat or one of our stamping mats, right? And if I turn them over and just use a nice large ball tool, here we go, and I just rub over the back like this, can you see I can start and make this whole thing look way more 3-dimensional and completely come to life like that?
Yeah.
Yep. So when you look at them straight on, you can see how it starts to bring in that shape right from the beginning, and it just molds it and shapes it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shape these, Ben.
Right.
And then I like to use the 3D glue gel for putting these in place on my cards.
Lots of people are loving the rose gold and black cardstock. People multi-ordering. Stephanie on YouTube says, I have the rose gold card and it makes very expensive looking boxes. Yeah, and of course the fact that you've got that card weight, you know, you've got the ability to be able to make boxes, and with it being adorable, scoreable as well, you're not worried about the feathering or the cracking of the cardstock with that bendable ink technology. And of course, if you were watching the show earlier on, our masterclass with the Ultimate Pro, what a show that was. If you did miss it, make sure you watch it back, because there's plenty of hints and tips on there as well as to how you can make some amazing boxes. Loretta on YouTube saying this paper is to die for. Bernie saying this is gorgeous, and lots of love for the little books as well. Jennifer on YouTube says, I have tons of those little books. Yeah, most of the kits, as we said, come with a little book or come with one of the square books, as does the the Rose Quartz collection, lots of people, as I say, I know, tend to buy the collections and then they get an extra little book as well because they like to collect them. How many have you got, Jennifer, out of interest? I'd like to know. You say a ton of these little books. Maybe you could count them up. See who's got the most hunky-dory little books. I bet you there'll be a lot of people who buy second samples to keep. I really do.
They're so handy and
Aren't
useful,
they?
though. Do you know, it's just so handy. Right, here we go. So all I'm doing is I'm using our foam pads. So whereas when I wanted shaping, that is when I use the 3D glue gel. When I just want to raise the whole of this back piece up, that is when I'm going to use the foam pads. So don't think that there's one set usage. You will find what works well for you, okay?
Yeah.
So there we go. There's that one there. And then all I've got really to finish it off is on my ultimate, I tied a double bow.
Oh,
now
yes.
we all know how to do that.
You did a few bows earlier, didn't you?
I did a few bows, and if you'll notice now, I'll do all double bows now.
Yep.
There's my double bow, and then I've just got this nice little have a lovely day, and I'm just going to pop that on with a little foam pad. Now that's nice, but have a lovely day.
Yeah.
Suggests to me it's going to be a great birthday card. Well, you just wouldn't know that, Ben, when you open it up because it says nothing. And if you're like me, you've got terrible handwriting, as you all saw on the Ultimate Show earlier when I was.
Your handwriting wasn't that bad.
It wasn't great. It's certainly not good enough to be writing in the inside of cards. But all you're going to do is you're going to come. Now I'm having a look at that. I think we'll try the gold this time. Should we try the gold ones?
Yes.
So all we do is we'll go through the gold, have a little flick through. Many happy returns. Time to celebrate. It's your special day. There we go. So you just, and it's lovely, expensive feeling inserts, okay? So what you're going to do is, I did an exact A5 card, all right? So my A5 card will be perfect when I flick this over. It's A5 portrait-wise. So there's my A5 there. So all you do, pop this in place, and we trim this down to the A5 on all four sides, and it will give me the exact right size insert. Oh, haven't quite got you there. The exact right size insert, just to fit nicely inside the card, so that it's just a good size, but it's got that really professional finish right in the centre. And again, it's up to you if you want to use the all-purpose or your tape pen. I'm just going to get that perfectly positioned in the centre, and there's my time to celebrate your special day with my lovely card.
Absolutely brilliant. And again, do you know what it says on the collections that you can sort of make at least 16 cards, but of course then if you're buying more of the hunky-dory goodies, like for example that rose, gold and black, you can then of course expand these collections even more. Lots of you loving these collections. Teresa on Facebook, love the rich colours in the Rose Quartz collection. And Astrid on Facebook, Super Sara, love watching her craft. Well, Sarah's got plenty more crafting to do over the course of the show. That is 15 demos to go. Right, now, as I mentioned at the top of the show, we have got lots of items which are on a kind of a last chance saloon, if you like. So I thought I'd just bring a few of those to your attention. This first Blush Moments Fabulous Finishes collection with 24 sheets is down to limited stock, $14.99 or $20.99. Again, with this, you're going to get your blush pink foiled and die cut topper sheets. You're going to get your cardstock with the accents and also the printed cardstock as well. And just to show you once again, there's an idea of some of the things that you can create with this collection. You always get an inspiration sheet with your hunky-dory set. So again, if you've never done this before, if you're brand new to it, lots of ideas in there for you. That is on the last chance saloon, as you can see, that is limited stock as well. Also on the Last Chance Saloon, this beautiful paper pad. Now, this is gorgeous. If you want to grab this, go quickly. Double-sided, 8x8, just a note. And again, with this is absolutely gorgeous. The fact that you've got multiple designs, well, the same design. Again, you know, if you want to layer this up, you can do. If you want to scrapbook with this, you can do. And of course, you've got double-sided papers there as well. So these are going to work absolutely beautifully together. Last Chance Saloon on that, $7.99. Or 11.16. You've got 48 sheets within this collection. And then the little books. Jennifer did actually get back to me and said that she's got 12 of the little books. Has anyone got any more than that in their collection? Maybe we could start a little competition, see who's got the most little books. If you want to add another one to your collection, let me point you in the way of Moments and Milestones, because this is really, really cute. And again with this, you know what Sara was saying a few moments ago, the fact that you've got 144 sheets in here, 24 different images for all sorts of different occasions. You can, if you want, yes, of course, you know, layer these up for your decoupage if you want to do that. But then also, actually, if you wanted to take this back to being as simple as you wanted it to be, you've got 144 fronts for your cards there, haven't you, really? And of course, again, with Hunky Dory, you can make to sell should you wish to. But take a look through here. As you can see, milestones and moments, something for every occasion really here. Lots of different artwork. Look at that. Bit of a good luck card there, the little bear and the cat with the 4-leaf clovers there, maybe for a graduation. Again, congratulations. I mean, you could use that for so many different occasions. Again, beautiful wedding scene there. Lots of different artwork, lots of different designs there. You've got that one with flowers and the Bible, maybe for a christening, a confirmation, something like that. Get well soon cards in here. You've got, what else have we got? I mean, that one could be for anything, couldn't it? Birthday, anniversary, just because cards, some beautiful florals in there. I mean, there is so many different designs, and as I said, lots of different artwork. I love that one as well. If you're always stuck for what to put on a bloke's card, well, there you go. $6.99 or $9.76 for that collection. Absolutely love these little books. Get those whilst you can. Also on our last chance saloon, the Joy of Christmas traditional decoupage. Now this is really, really gorgeous. You're getting all of these different images again, so great to be able to layer these up to create those decoupage elements. And this really does bring you kind of a real traditional feel. If you like your Christmas cards to be kind of, you know, back to how they were back in the day, then this is a great collection to go for. £5 or £6 and $6.99, I should say, if you are watching in the US. Now, something we're going to have a look at in just a few moments' time. This collection is absolutely gorgeous. A magical Christmas time, jam-packed full of craftability. This is your Deco Large. Now, again with this, you are going to get all of your inserts. You're going to get your little book as well. So you're going to get 12 sheets of inserts, all coordinating with your toppers and your cardstock. You're getting 24 sheets of your decoupage, 24 of your foiled decoupage base layers, and then you're coordinating adorable scoreable cardstock as well. But if we just have a quick flick through here, you can see why this is called Deco Large, all right? You can see how easy this is going to be, and all of those different elements that you've got for creating some absolutely beautiful scenes. I think these are great as well. Do you know what? Particularly, you know, sets like this, if you're looking to get the kids or the grandkids, you know, into card making with you, these are absolutely brilliant because, again, all die cut these toppers, so you can simply pop these out and get going. And the amount of fun you're going to have decoupaging up these beautiful Christmas scenes is off the chart. I absolutely love this. And again, I think this collection has got maybe a little bit more of a traditional feel to it, but as you can see, plenty there. 24 sheets of your decoupage. Again, even more here. Your bases, okay, so with all of your different sentiments in there as well. Again, that's beautifully foiled, as you can see, it all pops out. And top to bottom, side to side, jam-packed full of craftability. I know we're going to have a look at this in just a few moments' time with Sara, but it just could not be easier to create these beautiful cards. Maybe this year, you know, you're making cards for the first time and you want to be able to create some beautiful cards, but, you know, it's not going to take you too long to do. That's exactly what you're going to get with this collection. There's all your beautiful cardstock. Again, all coordinating, all works absolutely beautifully. And then as well as that, you've got your inserts, and guess what? Yes, I'm making a right old mess. You've got your magical Christmas time little book included as well. All coordinating, all absolutely stunning for $29.97 or $42.99. So much craftability. Again, you take each one of those as a card, that's 144 cards that you've got right there. But you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Real value for money for $29.97. Get the kids crafting, have a lot of fun, and make sure you grab this collection. The Deco Large pretty much does what it says in the tin, and once again, you are going to get your little inspiration sheet available too. But we can do more than that for you right now because, of course, we are live and interactive. So we thought, you know what? Let's have a look at this in action. Sara, what are you going to do with our magical Christmas time?
Well, I'm actually going to have a play with the little book again, Ben.
Oh, cool.
But before I do, I've got the bit that you haven't got, which is the insert.
Yes.
So I wanted you to see how lovely it is. All of the artwork matches through from the decollage as it is, through the little books and also through the inserts. So whenever you've done a card, like look, for example, here, I'm going to use this design. And those little children, it's the same design that you can then do the matching if you want to do it with the insert that goes with it. Loads of different, I mean, I've just picked a couple of the inserts up here, but you're getting multiples of each one.
Yeah.
So you're getting, you are actually getting 12 designs. So one sheet each of 12 designs in this set as well. So lovely, lovely designs for you to kind of work from. And if you want to get multiples of these, you absolutely can do, right? Now, I'm going to do a nice simple card. So what I've done is I've done all the cutting out bits, Ben, just so you know, speed things along.
Yeah.
The only bits I've done is cutting out. So because with the little books, you can just do a simple card if you want, or you can take it to the next level. I'll show you both of them within here. So the little books are 4x6. So I've taken the 4x6 and then I've just done a nice matten layer onto a little piece of gold cardstock. And I'm just going to layer that onto the top. And whether you layer it again with your tape pens or whether you want to do it with your all-purpose, really doesn't matter. Now, 4x6, to step up the next size to a card, I'm going to a 5x7 card. It just looks a little bit lost on there, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
So what I thought, why don't we have a little look with that lovely black and gold?
You're a bit of a fan of that collection, Sarah, aren't you?
I'm more than a bit of a fan, Ben. I'm also aware that this is probably the last time we're going to have it on the show.
Yeah, it's very busy.
Right,
very busy.
so let's have a look. So that one looks quiet because you're just going to see a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Here was the one that I really loved. What about if we were to do this one with it and pop that behind? Look how different it looks. Oh, just when you get a nice hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that nice hint. Right, so here's the thing, you're going to think about it. Your base card's 7x5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go tiny weeny little bit smaller. So let's get the guillotine out here. So whereas it's 7, we're going to come just slightly less. Let's have a look. So 5, I'll come one down, 4 3/4. By 7 would be there. Come one down. So I've just made it a tiny little bit smaller so that matten lays on the front and gives me that tiny little bit of a border. Can you see? So it just shows that off beautifully well. So I'm going to get that stuck down.
All right.
And then what I'm going to do, Ben, just so you know you can see me, I've done some decoupaging. I've done some cutouts of the bits that are on the from the topper book. So whereas we've got this one here,
yeah,
I've also cut out another version where I've cut out the Christmas tree and the little kids. And then I've done another version of just the little kids.
Yes.
So that I can layer them all up on top of each other. And I'm going to do the same as before in terms of I'm going to get that I'm saying mouse mat, it's not, it's our stamping mat. And I'm just going to shape up along the back of them just to make it a little bit more 3D.
Now, I know about the adorable scrollable that we've got and the bendable ink technology, and you know it's great for obviously scoring and construction and stuff. There's a question that's coming from Anne on Facebook who says, can you heat emboss on adorable scrollable?
Yes, you can. Brilliant question. Really good question, that one. It's going to look lovely.
Yeah,
really look nice.
And lots of people, by the way, just harping back to the show that you did earlier on, loads of people saying loved the show earlier with the Ultimate Pro. If you did miss that show earlier on, by the way, you can always rewatch back. Rewatch? Is that a word? Rewatch back. You can rewatch. You can rewatch.
I think it is. You've made me question myself now.
Rewatch back. You wouldn't say rewatch, just rewatch. You can rewatch, replay the show on our website. You can also watch on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Definitely worth having a look at. Maybe you're thinking about getting the Ultimate Pro. Maybe you've just got it and you want some hints and tips. Do have a look back there. And as with all of our shows, you can watch those back. Lots of love for this collection as well. Lots of people talk about the little books. Terry on Facebook says, I have 10 little books plus 4 paper pads from Hunky Dory. They're so handy to have. Someone said as well, was it Jennifer? Oh yeah, the other great thing she said about the little books is that you can use them as a quick postcard for a niece or nephew. Love that idea.
Lovely idea. Lovely idea. So look at that. All I've done is 3D'd that up a tiny amount, Ben, right?
Yeah.
But then what I'm going to do on the front of the card to make it stand out a little bit further, let's lose this out, we don't need it now, is I've got a little bit of their snowfall acetate.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know if we've got it in stock on the website at the moment or if we are waiting for it. I think we've got the heavyweight in finally.
Is there any way that you can make your own snowfall acetate? Like if you've got the heavy,
you could just put some
little,
I would just put some little dots of glues over it. I think that would be wonderful. Or you could foil onto it without foiler.
Ways and means.
Can you see what I've done is I've cut this around about half an inch wider.
Yeah.
And then I've put half an inch on either side so that it'll fold over. So can you see it's just a tiny little bit bigger. And then what you need to do is you need to use red liner tape. In fact, I'm going to put it straight onto here. If I do red liner tape on the sides, the red liner tape is going to help it stick a lot better, all right? So just put this all the way down here. And, oh, where's my scissors? Oh, crikey. Do you know what? I've got stuff all over. It's because I've put myself under loads of pressure to want to do tons of demos.
Yeah, you've still got 14 to go.
All right. I said I had 15 planned. It doesn't mean I'll get through them all.
I know. Save it for next time.
Well, do you know, I love these shows though, because Creative Cravings, they're brilliant. If you are somebody who's new, and we try and do the nice simple card. So for example, how fabulous does this look? It was a very basic card, but then we've done a really basic technique here of just putting a little bit of acetate around the front of that topper. And we've now got a much more advanced looking card. And you know what? A lot of people, they watch these shows just for these ideas, because you'd say, oh, I've never thought to do that before, and just wrap the acetate round.
Yeah.
It's not complicated. We're not teaching you, the really complex stuff. I'm going to move that so you can see it. But look how three-dimensional that is now.
Yeah.
And then all you need to do really to finish it off is I've just got a little topper here from me to you. Well, I'm saying all you need to do to finish it off. This kind of finish it off, but I think it would look so much more professional if we had another insert in.
Oh, yes, from the trim pad.
Right, let's have a little look. So it's a 5x7 card, and we've got gold in here, so I'm going to bring in the gold one. Now, I've only got the birthday one and not the everyday one here, so we're going to have another birthday one in.
I can chuck you the everyday one if you want, I think.
Oh,
I've got that. Do you want me to chuck it over?
Many happy returns of the day might be quite nice. You can show them the other one. I'll use this one. As long as people can see how to do it. All right. Then all we do on the back, right? I don't know if you can see all of these, but I'll draw on it so that you can. In fact, I'll go and get a nice big bright pen. Here's a nice big bright green, right? So 5x7 is this one here. So it's showing me 5x7 and then 5x7 down here. So that is going to give me a 5x7 portrait card. Had I done a 5x7 landscape, look, there's a 5x7 landscape there as well, which would be this size here, all right? So just showing you where they are. I'm not using that one though, I'm using this nice one in the middle. So that gives us that. Oh, can't lose the top of my pen. It's one of the illustrators. How Leanne would have me guts for garters, right? And then all you're doing is you're lining up that 5x7. Either if you prefer to work with scissors, or if you want to work with, instead of scissors, you want to work with a trimmer, or you want to work with a, not even scissors or trimmer, you just want to do it with a craft knife, you absolutely can. So there we go, many happy returns of the day. And I'm again just going to use a little bit, because all of that printing on the back you won't see. Once this is in place, you're just going to have that really professional looking print on the inside of your card. So there we go, keeping it simple, but another fabulous card. Oh, completed.
Just brilliant. And I tell you what, as we're demoing the different collections, then people are saying, oh, I love that particular collection. I love this collection. Lots of people loving the magical Christmas time collection. Terry says, I love the nostalgia of the pictures. It takes me back to a simpler time, and it's something that's very comforting right now. Betsy on Facebook also saying, I love this card, Sarah. We'll just have a quick recap of the magical Christmas time. Sorry, I'm just smiling because lots of people now are counting their little books, which is fascinating for me. 12 was the most that we've had. Peggy on YouTube has just said, so I took on your challenge, Ben. I counted all the little books I have, and I found out I have 64. I think
Wow.
I have a problem. No, you're fine. It's all good. 64 though is the number to beat. Have you got more than Peggy has got on YouTube? Now, just to recap this collection, the Magical Christmas Time, it is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, 24 A4 foiled and die-cut decoupage sheets, 300 GSM, and as you can see, you've got the decoupage sheets which then pop on to your decoupage base layer sheets as well. So really, really simple to do. So much fun as well, and very satisfying. And like lots of you are saying, a real kind of traditional Christmas, if you like, harping back, I suppose, to a simpler time. Everything that you need to pop all these together. Those are your decoupage sheets, or the decollage, I should say. And then as we go through, you can then see, here we go to the next little collection here, which is your base. Okay, so then you've got all of the decollage pieces which you can then pop onto your base to create these beautiful cards. And again, you've got even more for the fact that you've got your little sentiments on there as well, all die cut. So you've literally got this collection, and away you go. Now, as well as all of the foiled and die cut decoupage bases and your decoupage sheets, you're going to get your coordinating, adorable, scoreable cardstock included as well. And as we've seen, so much that you can do with that. And also, as Sarah was showing you a few moments ago, you've then got your coordinating inserts as well. So it's all done for you. It's really all about just, you know, getting to grips with this, getting crafting without having to kind of think too much, because it's all been done for you right there. Just a quick mention as well that you of course get your Magical Christmas Time little book as well, 144 sheets in there, £29.97 or £42.99 for the lot. And as always, if you're a little bit stuck, fear not, because you do have your inspiration sheet which comes with that as well. That is a phenomenal collection. Right, as promised, let's just recap on some of the more popular items on the show. I mean, that's hugely popular, but something which is absolutely flying out the door is the Rainbow Adorable Scoreable. You're absolutely loving this collection again. Just gorgeous, isn't it? You've got 24 sheets in here, 300 GSM, adorable scoreable, bendable ink technology. So superb for your box making. Superb if you're wanting to score this as well. You're not going to find the feathering, you're not going to find the cracking with this. It's really, really super stuff. I love the colours on here as well. Seriously, this is flying out the door. $7.99 for all of these beautiful colours, or $11.99 for 24 of those. We've then got the rose gold and black. I've just been told that this is the star of the show. I just love that. I could look at that design forever. It's lush, isn't it? Girt lush, as they say down my neck of the woods. Gorgeous. But then as we go through, you've got even more designs. Again, with this, you have got 8 different designs, 3 of each, 24 sheets in total. And the great thing is you've seen with some of the demos that Sarah's already done, you can combine a lot of these adorable scoreable sheets with the collections that you've got, thus making your collections go even further. And why would you not want to go for this collection? I love that as well, that kind of sort of geometric, futuristic design there too. $7.99 or $11.99 for the rose gold and black. That is the star of the show, as we said. Lots of those flying out the door. Go swiftly if you want to ensure that you get that. And then also, now I won't open these up because I have done this in the past, much to, well, my disaster, because I didn't realise, you see, once you open these up, these do have a tendency, if you're not careful, to fly out the door. The Gilding Flakes, we've also got the gold, we've got the silver in there as well. What are we going to be using these for, Sarah?
Oh, so what you're going to do is you're going to put like a very thin strip of tape, or your tape pen, or your ultrafine red tape down the side, and then you can sprinkle your flakes on there, and it gives you a lovely finish on them.
Your gold and the silver are limited, $3.99 individually. We've also got the copper, oh, that handband, the copper available for you as well, $3.99, but go for those quickly. We've got lots of accessories and lots of little individuals on the show for you too. If you have a look at our website, you can see all of those, and 10% off when you spend £20 or more. Right. Just to prove we've got something kind of for every season, really. We've got a sunflower collection, which we thought we'd have a little look at. And again, with this, everything that you need, seriously, to create some beautiful cards. Have you got this out over there? You haven't. I've
got it out. Do you want me to show them mine?
Well, yeah, I think, that'd probably be best. I won't open another packet, but basically you've got with this, once again, your topper sheets. You've got your cardstock in here as well. So 8 sheets of your die-cut toppers. You've got 8 sheets of your cardstock with the foiling on, 8 with the patterns. You've also then got your matching inserts as well. Also included, I really like this. This is kind of like a little book, but it's your little tag pad, and it's almost like, it's in the shape of those little seed packets that you can get like from the garden centre, isn't it? I really think that's really cute. And again, lots of corresponding and coordinating colours and images to go on there as well to allow you to make beautiful cards just like this. £28.47 or £42.49, something a little bit different. Maybe you're all Christmased out currently and you're looking, to start creating something a little bit different. This certainly does tick those boxes, and everyone does love a sunflower. And actually, you're going to love the craftability you've got with this collection as well, because it's all been done for you once again, hasn't it? Really, you've got everything you need.
Oh, and I love the brightness of the sunflower colour palette, because not all yellow, it's those lovely yellows, the oranges, the rustic shades, the browns, a little bit autumnal in there. Fabulous. Now, I've got it here. So if I just have a flick through, if we get first of all, right, I'm going to show you the inserts second. Obviously, you're going to get that lovely sheet. So you're going to get the sheet with all the ideas on the front. Then you've got all of these. Oh, they're coming out. All of these topper sheets. Now, bear in mind, I've pinched a few of these out because these are the ones that I've been using for my demonstration. So you get 2 of each of all these beautiful toppers. Love these, by the way.
Yes.
They're lovely to work with. Love these slightly different shape cards. So this is if you want to do like this sort of shape card here. And then you've got some of the nice big circular ones as well. I've got a lovely, if I get onto it later, lovely easel card with that planned. Then these papers. So these are gorgeous because they've got this spot foiling. Can you see? The foiling just goes down the side where the sunflowers are in. So again, you're getting 2 sheets of each one. Some are printed, some are foiled as well as the printing. So just like that one there, it's got that lovely foiling on, and you can just see how it just bounces off the light. Some fabulous designs for you to work from, okay? Loads and loads of different ones to kind of choose from. There's another one with that lovely foiling in there as well. So what I've done, the card I'm going to do, I've actually just started. I'm going to start off with one of these, and we're going to do a different shape card. I'm going to get the ultimate out that we used this morning and show you how you do a nice shaped card. You get the toppers, and you're also going to get the insert. So I'll put the insert in at the end. Do not let me forget.
Right.
Do not let me forget, okay?
Not.
So, right, here we go. I didn't say I was going to use this. I said I was going to use the ultimate, didn't I? So here we go. If you're working with, we're working with UK sizes here. So this is a sheet of A4, and I want to score it in half. So I'm going to go with the half fold A4, and I'm going to do a fold back. So then I also want gatefold A4. So I'll do the half fold and the gatefold. And by the way, someone requested this morning, even though we work on US letter size papers in America, can we buy the UK version of the Ultimate? Because we work with A4 as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that available for everybody in the US once our new stock's made. Okay? So there is our fold back card that shows you how to do that. And then of course, if you wanted to make the exact size envelope for this, you would do that afterwards. So there is our card. Then what I'm going to do is just take that next topper sheet, and let's start and take some of these toppers. So I'm going to work from this one here. And what you'll see is they all just pop out. And they pop out, and then these middle bits are all interchangeable. Can you see between the different ones? So I'm also going to take this one, and we'll use that topper, and we'll interchange that topper with that background. You see where I'm going? You will, if not, you'll see in a second, I promise, right? So here we go. If I pop these out, Ben, and I just start and place everything together, you know what we could have done had we not got, in fact, have I got some Gilding Flakes over? Oh, I have.
Do you
want me to show you how they work?
No, I'm so glad that you said that, because somebody, with so many comments coming in again today. Who was it? I must credit you. Somebody's asked, oh, Laura. Laura Olowski on Facebook said, is Sara going to show us how to use those flakes?
Come on, Sara will show you how to use the flakes.
Sara, that's what we're here for, isn't it, really?
They just seem to totally jump out at me like this. Just this little strip, I thought, oh, it's just asking to be Gilding Flakes. Oh, look at that. I haven't. Oh, hey, we're going to have a slightly wonky line. That's what I get for not paying attention. You won't notice that, will you not?
No. Notice what?
No. All right. So you get this on. Should we go gold? Oh, I think bronze might look quite nice with this one, do you think? Let's do a mix of gold and bronze. Then if we can't decide, we can use a bit of both, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you just peel off the backing from your tape.
Yeah.
And we're going to just touch down a few of these little bits, can you see? And just rub them over the tape.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. And then, so there's my gold. And then I'm also going to do the same with the copper ones, a couple of the copper ones, and then just rubbing the copper. But you must make sure that in total, a little bit goes a really long way, but you need to make sure that you cover over all of, all of that tape. So now I've done a dual tone golden copper.
That's cool.
Can you see how it just, and the light catches it. Beautiful. I'll do the same with the other side. So tap all this off, because look, we can use all these little bits. Not until we peel the backing off our tape though. See how easy it is. Please get in and get them before they sell out.
Yeah, they're going to go. They're flying out the door. Do you know what? Again, now we've moved on to the sunflower collection. So many people saying, loving the paper, love everything about this collection. Ro on Facebook says, Sarah, how about a signature collection featuring sunflowers?
Oh,
very popular.
Nice. Do you know, our Nature's Gardens are nearly always floral themed as well. I think that might work really nicely for a Nature's Garden too. So yes, definitely worth having a look at. And this is where we get all our ideas from, you know. Yeah. They nearly always just come from you guys. Some of them come from us, a lot of them come from you guys as well. So let's have a look at that. I'm using all those scraps. Now I've used hardly any there, but you'll see once you start going on them, you'll fall in love with these and use a lot of them.
Carol's asked them, what's the size of that thin red liner that you just used?
Oh, that is the thinnest. Right. So that is the one that is, I think it's what, is it called, is it 3 mil? Yeah, I think it's 3 millimetre. Yep.
3 mil.
Right,
there you go, Carol.
So you've got that lovely little bit now, dual tone Gilding Flakes down the edges, looking, just catching the light beautifully. And then what I'm going to do is, I've got this background piece.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to put this onto the front there and just make sure I only put tape down one half. Can you see? So if I just get these down one half, Ben, and then that is going to go there, to go quite near the top. Get that perfect in there. All right, so there's the first one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the best wishes in the background, even though that came out of the middle. And I want it raised up a little bit. So this is where you're going to use your foam pads. So I'm going to raise up with some of the bits of foam pads and get that looking really three-dimensional. But you need to just take your time, Ben, to make sure you've got that perfectly positioned underneath. So can you see? Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. If I try and put this down here, then, is this going to work? I hope so. Yeah, then
sure
just,
it will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right, there we go. Well, we're a tiny little bit skew whiffy, but you know what? If you look at it on a jaunty angle, you won't realise. You guys don't have to do it under the time pressure we have here on the show.
Especially when you've still got 13 demos left to do as well, you know.
Oh, don't you be starting, Mosby. Right, here we go. So I'm just going to put some foam pads in this bit in the middle here, because then I'm also going to raise up this section. So this is just raised a tiny little bit. And then of course you've got all these extras, like look, we've got this down here. I'm going to take one of these little tags for the corner. And I do have, because I keep doing these, another triple bow. I think this is a triple one I did. No, just a double bow.
Double one.
But you can do, with your ultimate, you can do as many of those. And if you missed the show this morning, go back and watch and you'll see me doing bow school.
It was bow school. I mean, how many wraparounds was one bow that you did? You went around about 12 times, I think.
Oh, it looked fabulous, didn't it?
Big bows, small bows, medium bows, double bows, triple bows, quadruple bows.
You can do all the bows.
Yeah, all the bows.
Notice me telephone voice is long gone now. We're not bows anymore, we bows. Right? Now, remember, what did I tell you at the beginning? You had to remind me.
Oh, make sure you do an insert.
Right, so all I'm going to do is then come to the insert section. So let's get the insert. All the inserts match in perfectly, right? And then you're just going to have a flick through and pick one that's going to work. Oh, I quite like this.
Ooh, yeah, that's quite nice.
That could work nicely. Oh, that works quite
yeah.
nicely too. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Right. I think that's the one. Right. I do like that. Yeah, let's maybe have that one. Right. But you've got all of them, so you can just choose. Oh, these are nice with the designs down the side as well, aren't they? Loads of designs for you to choose from anyway with these. I do like these ones too. I do like all of them. We have ascertained Sarah likes all of these, right? So all you do, let's just show you. I'll show you with both of them. We get these. I'm going to trim it in half. So let's have a look at it. Look, it's one little notch off 6, isn't it? I know what it is. I was going to show you an easy way to measure it, but it's just slightly smaller than 6 inches. And that is going to go. Now, what I like to do is put it on the back of the card. So can you see either sticking that on,
okay.
and then you've got somewhere to write.
Yeah.
And I think what I'll do is I'll just trim it a tiny little bit smaller, so that it feels like it's a little bit matted and layered with the white cardstock behind. So can you see, when you do get the trimmets, they make it a tiny little bit smaller for you, Ben, and they look quite professional. There you go. It's a tiny little bit smaller, and I'm just going to put the trimmet on the back. And then there's another lovely card we've done. And if you're looking for ideas, do the same. Remember, each pack that you get, you're going to get that inspiration sheet from Hunky Dory. So you don't have to just worry about, what did Sarah make? And, how can we get some ideas from there? You can actually use all the Hunky Dory suggestion ones as well.
Look at that. I mean, again, just so beautiful. Something very different, little bit of a change to say, particularly if you are looking for, something a bit different. If you're all Christmased out, the Sunflower collection is amazing. Couple of quick questions I want to fire to Sarah in just a few
ready
moments
for them.
time. Oh, yeah, here we go. Thank you very much.
I'm bringing you some nice samples of it. Show everyone
I'll
too.
tell you what, I'll show those, and then maybe you can do the voiceover in the background when answer the question.
And in one beautiful sunflower card. Is that good?
What was that?
No.
What was that? That sounded like bullseye then all of a sudden.
That was me voice, so that's all I can do. That's all I've got, folks.
Okay. Listen, maybe don't do that again. No, the questions were, Karen says, what glue was Sarah using when making that sunflower card? That's what Karen wants to know.
Oh, so I did some with 3D glue gel. I did some with the Collard All-Purpose, and I did some with the ultra-thin red liner tape.
There you go. So a bit of a mixture. I mean, these cards are absolutely stunning. And just one question which has come in from Janny says, what was the tool called that Sarah used to form the kids on the Christmas card to give it dimension? Was that the ball tool?
So that is our ball tool. Yes. Flower forming ball tools, if you go and have a little look on the website.
There you go, it is all there for you. And make sure, whatever you do, you grab this collection as well. Remember, you get the luxury toppers, the inserts, the tag pad in there as well. Just something a bit different. That puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Really, really does. Wow. Right. $28.47 or $42.49 is your price on that. I'm running out of room here. Let me pop that over there. Right, I do want to quickly show you the Trim Me pads because these are proving so popular. And as you've seen, Sarah has used these on the majority of her demos so far. I just think they're so handy for the fact that you are going to get within this collection 4 pads. So you're getting 2 birthdays and 2 everydays, 1 silver, 1 gold of each. It's saved 25%, so you're basically getting 4 for the price of 3. And just to kind of show you here with the birthdays, you've got 42 sheets with all these different sentiments in. So, for example, wishing you a birthday. That's as special as you are. What else have we got in here? We've got make a wish on your special day. Beautifully foiled, as you can see. Time to celebrate. It's your special day. And that foiling runs through all of these pads, whether it be in the gold or the silver. Many happy returns of the day. So it's beautiful. I love that one. That's my fave. Yay! It's your birthday. But the brilliant thing, the clever thing about this, as you've seen, if you've been watching the show from the top, is that you've got on the back of each of these sentiments this little grid. So basically, if you are making a particular style of card and you're thinking, well, I want something to fit exactly, then you have got it. All of the different measurements for a whole host of different cards on the back of each of the sentiments. So it's really, really handy. So as I say, you're going to get your birthdays in your gold and your silver, and you are also going to get 2 lots of the everyday as well. You'll get the gold and the silver of the everyday too. Really, really handy to have. Great to have all of those different sentiments with the foiling. But then, of course, you've got the fact that it's all measured measured perfectly for you as well. Something else which I think you're going to absolutely love is this, the Marvellous Mary Pad. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's the seasonal style. And just wait till you take a look at this. So 8x8 contains 24 mirror sheets, 220 GSM. I mean, if you are looking for a way to make your Christmas projects pop, this is a brilliant way to be able to do it. Take a look at the designs. I love that one particularly when you've got, you know, the little bell in there, the snowman, the candy canes, and you've got some really gorgeous design on this beautiful mirror. So really giving you a sheen and a shine to all of your Christmas projects. We've got Christmas trees in there. We've got the beautiful dove. Take a look at that as well with the star and the Christmas bauble in the background. All just stunningly gorgeous. My favourite is yet to come. Where's my fave? I think it's the last one. This one here, I just love that. With all the Christmas font, the Christmas messages on there too. All in that mirror card, giving you that sheen and your shine for £11.99 or £16.49. 24 sheets of your 8x8. Now, if you're loving your Christmas, you want to go for the Joy of Christmas traditional decoupage collection as well. I think this is in our last chance saloon section. In fact, it is very, very low if you want to go for this. We've had lots of people commenting about the traditional images that you've got on a few of the different sets that we've got here. Very popular. This is, again, 24 sheets of decoupage for £5 or £6.99. Now, if you are looking for Mattastic, we have that on the show for you as well. This is the Just a Note Mattastic 30 sheet selection. You're going to get 30 sheets, 3 colours of each for £7.99 or £12.49, 20% saving there too. I think we're going to get round a little bit later on. I can't, but honestly, I don't know where the time goes when we're in the studio. We've got just over 50 minutes remaining. I honestly thought we'd done about half an hour. But we're hopefully going to get round to have a look at this a little bit later on. This Twilight Safari selection is gorgeous once again. With this, as always, you're going to get so much to get crafting with, including your luxury card collection. You've got your inserts included in there as well, and that bite-sized book of Twilight Safari 2. So again, just like your little book with loads of beautiful imagery in. $29.96 or $41.49 is the price on that. If you know someone who's up for a bit of a laugh and who loves a bit of a giggle, this collection is definitely for you. It's one of those things, right? There will be someone in your family who will really appreciate this. I called this the Golden Grahams last time I was on, but that's a cereal, isn't it? Yeah, it's not the Golden Grahams, it's the Golden Oldies. So you're getting the decollage set here. Really, really funny. And here are the characters. I mean, we all know, don't we? We all know someone in our life who look like these two, don't we? Do you know what I mean? You know, they may be getting on just a little bit, but they still love a bit of the, you know, a bit of fun. They still love a joke. And I love the jokes on here as well. Like, for example, what do you call a deer with no idea? With no ideas. Get the joke right, Ben. What do you call a deer with no eyes? I've no idea. And again, these are...
would have been good if you hadn't ruined the punchline.
All right, all right. And again, really cool and really fun to be able to pop these together. You get your base layer and then you get all your decoupage to put these cards together as well. And this is the other image as well, by the way. That one there. That's the kind of thing that you just want to pop into your basket because it's £2.98. It's basically you're getting one, you're getting the second one half price. Grab that because you're going to love it. There'll be someone in your family who will appreciate those cards. Right. Next up, yes, your Forever Florals. More great collections, and I tell you what, let's show you the Forever Floral Rose Luxury Collection. Again with this, it is all about ease of use as far as getting these collections home and making cards very, very simply indeed. This one again comes with all of your die cut topper sheets, beautifully foiled as well. I love the fact that you've got all of the different shapes in there too, loads of different flowers, loads of different imagery, and with this you'll also get, I'll just give you a quick flick through here, your inspiration guide, but take a look at this, it's gorgeous. And do you know what I love about this again? Value for money wise, you've got all of your kind of, your toppers there as well, but even down the side you've got little strips for, you know, your borders, you've got all of your sentiments in there as well, and it's just card making made easy. And you'll know with florals and flowers, so many different cards that you'll make these for, so many different occasions, all die cut again for you, so you don't have to worry about getting a die cut machine if you don't have one. These will simply pop out, and then you've got all of your matching cardstock included in there as well. And as we've seen, you're not just going to use this as a whole, are you? You can score this. I think it normally says you can make about 16 cards with these, but again, you will make a lot more matching again, so you don't have to worry about it. And as we go through, you've got your pattern cardstock, but once again, I don't know if you can see it just on the rows here, you do have your cardstock which has got the flecks of foiling on there as well. So really, really, absolutely beautiful. This collection also comes with your beautiful inserts. It also comes with parchment, and you've got your little tag pad as well. I think these are really cool. So it's a bit similar to the one that you had with your sunflower collection. So that is also included. Really cute. £26.95. Perfect again, if you're wanting to decoupage. And as I say, this one's slightly different for the fact that you've got your parchment included in there as well. This one also does come with beautiful sentiments on those little tag pads as well. $26.95 or $40 for that collection. Like the fact that this one's a little different in the fact that you get parchment included as well.
Oh yeah, and do you know that parchment? My favourite.
Oh, you've got an open one there.
Oh, yes.
Let's have a look.
So, well, open, nearly all used up, right? But, so I'm going to do, this is the front of my card.
Yeah.
And then look what it looks like when you put some of that parchment over the top.
Ooh,
so we can have that parchment top and bottom. Or you've got the beautiful designs, look at that, with that lovely colour over there. You've got the ones that have the butterflies. And it's just nice because they're subtle. This is what I wanted you to see. I wanted you to see how subtle they were.
Yeah.
There's another sheet of that one. You've got the beautiful blue shades in here. They look fabulous. But what I wanted you to see, so this card, I'm going to use my last sheet because I've used a lot of stuff out of this. This is how packed.
You'll get a full pack, don't worry.
Yeah, you'll get the full pack, right? So I've cut just half a sheet to use on this one, right? But then what I wanted you to see is, look how different that looks if we use that over top of one of the patterns on the black and gold.
Oh, wow.
Can you see it looks a little bit psychedelic, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
So let me show you again. So there is, that's the plain.
Yeah.
Exactly the same, because it's parchment and it's semi-translucent, exactly the same over that sheet of cardstock. Doesn't that look amazing?
It does, yeah.
So what I thought was, instead of using that, let's add on an extra layer of this and then put the parchment on there. And when you're doing that, you're definitely going to use the Collal all-purpose glue.
What I will say is obvious to see that Sara is a massive fan of the rose gold and black.
Yes, she is.
Adorable scoreable. Funnily enough, you're a massive fan of that as well. It's proving very popular. We had quite a big stock of it. 20% has gone. So grab it whilst you can. One of the biggest stocked items on the show, and certainly one of the most popular as well. Love the fact that, you're seeing this being used in lots of the different Hunky Dory collections that we've got on the show. Just shows you how versatile it is, and again, how you can make these collections go even further.
Right, so look, what I'm doing is I'm using the all-purpose glue, but I've done lots of manoeuvring so that you don't see. So once that dries, you won't see the glue underneath, okay? So just manoeuvre that into place to give it that extra little bit of strength. So that's going to give me the beautiful background to my card with those lovely waves underneath, okay? Now, what I've then done, Ben, is I've just got one of the sheets of cardstock, and this was actually an offcut from another project. So, do you know, top tip of mine?
Yes.
We had the Tiffany show on last week. Get yourself some extra set of the Tiffany organisers and keep each one of these sets inside one of your Tiffany organisers, because all these little scraps, like this was an offcut of another project, and I thought I'm going to keep that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Look, it's slightly wider than what the base is here. But what I've done is I've just put a score line down each side. And even with the score line down each side, can you see I've still made it tiny little bit wider than what this is, which means we'll get a domed front. But I'm going to fussy cut around here just to kind of make it come to life as well.
Can I just ask a question? And I've got to admit, I was busy working over this side.
Oh, is that right? You've put your posh telephone voice in now as well.
I was busy working over here, Sarah, and I actually didn't see one part of the demo, which Zell has asked on Facebook, saying, how did you adhere the parchment without showing the adhesive?
Yes, so I used the collal all-purpose, but then I manoeuvred around a lot. Now, I haven't moved around enough, right, because you can still see some little bits. If I'd put plenty of it down, it would all be, you wouldn't see any of it. Because it's a little bit of a psychedelic pattern underneath, you can't see anywhere, so I've got away with it.
Okay, Molly says, I'm absolutely loving the parchment. Can I just say as well, I didn't ask for this, I haven't solicited for jokes, but I think it was the fact that we had that Golden Oldies collection with a funny joke. And Georgianne on Facebook has said, what did the buffalo say to his son when he dropped him off at school?
What?
Bye, son.
Get it? Oh, I quite like that one.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. And here's a question from Shannon on YouTube. He says, Sarah, how is parchment different from vellum paper?
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh. Some people call it parchment.
Oh, really?
Some people call it vellum.
Yeah.
I have got no idea what the difference is. I'm sure there'll be some parchers out there absolutely horrified at me giving that response now. But honestly, I honestly don't know the difference.
But pretty much it's same sort of thing.
Yep, I would have called it vellum. I've only referred to it as parchment today because Hunky Dory has called it parchment on the packaging.
Excellent.
So look at that. So there is, I was talking about that 3-dimensional board front. So there is my board front on here, and that is going to go on the front of my card. Now, this is when everything starts to come together, right? So there's that lovely background.
Yeah.
We've got the cardstock, which matches the vellum / parchment, but also matches the insert. So look at this, on the inside of my card, I'm going to put, and I quite like inserts as well sometimes when you just stick them down at the top so that they flap about a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to stick this down here. Now, because this insert doesn't have any sentiment on, what I'm actually going to do is just use one of the little toppers. So there you go, wishing you all the best on your special day. And I'll just use this in the middle here. So now I've got wishing you all the best on your special day. There's my nice insert. Here's going to be the front of my card. So because we've stuck those sides down really well with the tape pen, I can afford to use the all-purpose now to just do that. Oh, it's on the floor. Here we go, to use that bit to go on the front of the card. There's that bit there. And then what we're going to do is we just need a nice topper. So there's some really nice toppers in the set. So just pick some toppers that you think are going to really work well for you and start putting them together. I've got a little bow that I've done as well.
Oh yeah, plenty of bows.
So, we've got bows on everything.
Bows
We've got
galore
bows
today.
on everything. So I'm literally just going to stick a few of these bits together, Ben.
Right, well listen, make sure you grab whatever it is you're after today because things are going very quickly on our Hunky Dory show. You've seen, I think, again, look at this for a beautiful card. Absolutely brilliant, using all the elements of the Forever Floral Rose and then also adding in that rose, gold and black adorable scoreable cardstock as well. Just brilliant, isn't it, how it all comes together? And again, I love the fact that you've got everything that you need in these kits to be able to just get going. Great for beginners, absolutely, but also great for those days when you just want a bit of a crafty fix and you want things to be nice and quick and easy. You don't have to think too much. You can get one of these Hunky Dory kits and you can get crafting, putting cards together. And of course, if you want, you can make to sell with these too. Maybe you're looking to raise money for charity as well during this particular time. These kits are absolutely perfect for that. Look at this card.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, we're cracking through them quite well, aren't we? I think it looks really good with that psychedelic rose gold behind.
Nikki, just before we finish with that card, says, how would you mail a card like that?
So you're going to do a 3D envelope box because it's got that little bit of a bone, but just a little bit of a one. You're going to do yourself that, you're going to do a 3D envelope box, and then that's going to house and protect it.
There we go. $26.95 for your Forever Floral Rose collection. Lots of goodies on the show as well as far as kind of accessories and the things that you might want to pop into your craft room are concerned. The adhesive roll proving really popular as well. The sparkle, I love this. Now I think I'm right in saying we've only got these 3 colours available. Oh, we do have a gold one as well. I don't think I've got that one, but we've got these 3 colours and then the gold available for you as well. The diamond sparkles, self-adhesive, the jade green, details on your screen there. $3.99 or $5.99 if you want to go for that. Right, what else can I show you? Well, let's look at some pictures. Right, let's recap on some of the goodies that we got on the show. The Rose Quartz collection. Now, we showed you this at the top. Really busy for this collection. The Rose Quartz, again, everything that you need in here to create some beautiful cards. So you've got your Shimmering Silk topper collection, 8 topper sheets, 16 sheets of your cardstock, 8 of your, with your sort of foiled accents, and 8 with that pretty printed as well. You've got the inserts, which are all coordinating there. Also within that collection, don't forget, you've got your concept cards collection, which allows you to make 2 styles of card. You've got the rosette easel cards and your pretty pop-up cards as well. So simple to pop those together because you've got everything that you need, including like all of the decoupage elements and the construction pieces themselves. Then you've got the square little book of Rose Quartz Dreams. Within that, you've got 150 sparkling pages of beautiful imagery, 25 different images in those absolutely beautiful hues. They're whopping collections for this price, $38.95 or $58.49. Now, if you're fancying something perhaps a little bit more bright, as I said, maybe you're all Christmased out, maybe you've done all your Christmas cards for this year and you're thinking, well, I want something a little bit more bright, want something a little bit more summery, want to extend the summer, then you've got your Forever Florals Sunflower collection. Again, it seems to be that once we've kind of demoed various collections, you're kind of seeing the value for money and you're popping these into your basket. This one again comes with all the elements that you need, including your sheets of toppers. You've got your cardstock, you've got your inserts in there too, and that beautiful book of, well, it's the little tag pad, isn't it? Like the little seed packet design. I really like that. $28.47 or $42.49 if you are looking for that. Now, again, something which Sara demoed a little bit earlier on is the Hunky Dory, a magical Christmas collection. I really love this. A lot of people were commenting about the beautiful imagery on this. Really kind of like harps back to a simpler time, doesn't it? And the fact that it's deco large, you've got the larger decoupage elements in there as well with kind of the card bases. So you've got all of the decoupage that you can then layer up onto those bases with the coordinating cardstock, with the coordinating inserts, and that beautiful little book as well. Once again in there, all the coordinating imagery, 144 sheets once again with 24 different images. Really, really cute, that collection. $29.97. or $42.99. And one thing that we haven't yet had a look at, which we're going to have a look at now, I believe, is the Hunky Dory Twilight Safari. This, again, is everything that you need to be able to pop together some amazing cards. With this, you've got your toppers once again. You've got all of your cardstock included in there too. You've also got your inserts, and you've got the ability to pop together your Twilight Safari acetate easel cards as well. Now, feeling a little bit naughty over this side because I'm getting it all out. Don't know if am I allowed to do that?
Absolutely, we want to see it.
All right, just send in the packet. Right, so here is your inspiration sheet as per usual. This is lovely, isn't it? I've not seen this collection before. Big fan of it, with all the animals in the jungle. Very, very different indeed. Different but same for the fact that, again, when you're getting these collections, you have got so much, including all of these beautiful die-cut toppers in here. Again, you can see how this is going to work with Sara's favourite on the show today. The adorable squirrel. The gold would work with this, wouldn't it?
Ooh, would work fabulous with that.
Absolutely. Again, all your coordinating cardstock is included in there as well. I love this. Take a look at that for a scene. Just beautiful, isn't it? I mean, seriously, it is very...
very that big movie we all love.
Yeah, I'm glad that you stepped in there because I'm not sure whether or not we're allowed to mention it. Probably not. Again, even more of these beautiful toppers with all of the sentiments in there. Have a roaring birthday. You're unforgettable because you've got the elephants on there, and an elephant never forgets, of course. What else have we got in here? Love this. You've got the flamingos on there as well. Do you know why flamingos stand on one leg?
Why?
Because they'd fall over if they didn't. Your friendship, it's a true reflection of how beautiful you are. Thanks for being you. Look at that hippo. I love the sentiment which comes with a hippo. Look at that. Hippo-ray. It's your special day. Love it when you get the matching sentiments with the beautiful imagery. There you've got the wonderful giraffes as well. It's just gorgeous. And as always, coordinating cardstock to go with this. I mean, take a look at these as scenes in themselves. They're amazing, aren't they? They are amazing. Again, yeah, maybe add these with your adorable scoreable cardstock in here. The good thing about this collection too is that we've got your acetate easel cards in there as well. I'm sure we'll get to that in just a few moments' time as we go through even more. So here they are. Your all your construction that you need to pop together your easel cards, and we've got, let me just get this out for you, the acetate around the back as well. Are we going to be looking at this with you?
Oh, no. They were asking me, and do you know what my one of those sheets looks like, Ben?
Oh no, is it all
It
depleted?
looks like this. So they said, can you show them your sheet, Sarah? I was like, well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. But you have got the acetate in here to be able to put together these amazing cards as well. And of course, full instructions for popping those together included with everything else. So you can, I did have some cards somewhere. Here we go.
I've got some nice cards over mine if you want. Do you want to see
some
mine?
cards and then come back to me and I'll show you the little book that we've got as well with this.
Go on, we'll tag team it.
All right, go.
Right, so for me, I love the bright, vibrant colours. So I'm actually going to make a card for my boys because I have been working away the last couple of days.
Aww.
And it's been like, oh, you know, missing their mummy a little bit. They're probably watching the show now, and my kids love the movie, and my kids absolutely love giraffes. So I thought, how wonderful. There was a lovely set of 3 images on the savannah, on the African savannah. And I thought, right, I know exactly what I'm going to do with them. But I think the colours are nice and bright. Oh, here's the 3 images that I've actually picked to use. It's this one here.
Ooh,
Can you see how the 3 of them together work really, really well? I love them ones. That's what I'm going to use, but I've got a different card in mind, okay? Should I just get going and do my card? Huh? I'll start my card and then we can come back to you and you can show them all the rest. Does that sound like a good plan?
All right, I've got the inserts and the book to show, but you crack on, Sarah.
So ready and raring to go, right? I'll start and then at a suitable point I'll pause and you can show them the rest of the kit.
Okay.
All right? So here we go. One of the background sheets, because I'm a little bit tight and I like to get more out of them, I cut all of mine in half.
Right.
I don't often make a base card from them like you saw me doing that sunflower. I've already put a piece of the red liner tape along the base of this one so that I got it straight. Now watch this. I'm going to get in. Let's get those lovely. I'm going to do the dual tone on the gold and the copper on here again.
All right.
So can you remember? All you do if you missed the demonstration of the Gilding Flakes,
let's give it a rub.
You just put some little bits on here.
Yeah.
Right. Just give them a little bit of a rub on there and then you can mix different colours between them all. So I'm just loving mixing. And you know what? I think it's one of those products that the TV doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to have a bit play with it at home to really appreciate the absolute wow of it. So for all I've got that little bit on there, and I'm just going to take my Gilding Flakes out of the way, right? And if I just give that a little bit of a rub, now usually at home I'd rub all that back into the thing, but when you look at that, it's when it bounces off the light like that. And
yeah,
looks
now you can see it.
And you can see there, it's like it's matte in places and high gloss in others, so you get a really luxurious finish to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the base of the card, but what I've got is, we had some of the heavyweight acetate in stock. So I thought I'd do that at the back and the acetate at the front. No, you kind of can't see the acetate at the front. So what we've got is we're going to have the acetate in the front, and then I can put these 3 and tell that story, the African savannah, and I can put these 3 on the middle. So all I've done to give me the base card to float all that on is actually started off with an A4 card, folded in half, trimmed off this front panel so that I've got a folded over bit, and then onto that folded over bit, can you see I'm going to stick my acetate. So just the acetate's cut exactly to the right size. And how I like to do it, Ben, different people have different ways, is I like to put my acetate so that it's exactly in the right place, then fold the card over and stick the card over on top of it. So that gives me then a floating front of my card ready to go. And I'm just going to put the rest of the card together, really.
Tag me back in then quickly and I'll show you the inserts that you get, and also your little book as well. Take a look at that. I mean, you know what that's from, don't you? Seriously, yes. Oh, yes. And again, you get all of these beautiful inserts, all matching, all coordinating. I love the artwork on this. The like the shadow effect, the twilight. That's is that a gazelle? I want to say.
Yeah, it does look like a gazelle,
Gazelle's
doesn't
good.
it?
Yep. Then you've got your what cat would that be up a tree? Like a leopard?
Leopard.
Leopard, maybe?
Leopard or a jaguar, maybe?
A jaguar. You've got your beautiful elephants there as well in that gorgeous sunset. Just gorgeous, isn't it? There's your giraffes.
Oh, that's the one that I'm using with the giraffes.
Yep. So that is all included in there for you with your zebras and more. And then we've got your little book as well. So this one, 72 pages of your safari animals. And as you can imagine, all matching, all working beautifully and in tandem with the collection. Look at the colours there. The elephants on parade. There's your gazelle. You've got a zebra there too. Again, look at that. All by the watering hole. Amazing. Right, back to Sarah.
Oh, I thought I was going to pop up in the bottom corner.
Oh.
I can pop up in your bottom. You know, sometimes you pop up in the top bit.
Right, let's do that now.
I can pop up in the bottom sometimes.
Can we do that?
Yeah. Well, you've shown them everything now, though.
Oh, no, I can still. I want to see it now. I've never seen that before.
Oh, you want to see? Go on.
Okay, so if I'll keep flicking.
Well, I tell you, there you go. You can see me.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
And then I'm popping up. I'd never seen it before.
So you're down the bottom, and I pop up the top.
Yeah. So there you go. Because I pop up from Crafty TV, and you can still see the demo will continue, so you don't miss anything while you're showing us the good stuff.
I love that. Hey.
Oh, we're so clever. We are so clever. It's unreal. So I love that I've just lumped me now with our director, Adam. we, the royal we, are so clever. Right. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this just so that I can look really, really good in terms of, if I don't get these in the right place first time, I've got that little bit of manoeuvrability time, right? So even though sticking onto acetate, it's still so awesome, that glue, right? There we go. He's tidying up after himself.
No, I feel bad because I've got loads of stuff. We've had so much on the show and I've opened so much stuff. I feel like I ought to put it back in because I tend to kind of, as soon as the show's gone, I tend to sort of, go. I show and go, never really tidy up. So I feel I ought to do something, because the team
you'll have Magic Hands Tracy after you.
I know, well, that's the thing. That's more of the reason that I don't want to get in Tracy's bad books.
So let the adventure begin, and I've got down here, I think I'll put Make a Wish up there and let the adventure begin down here. And I think we'll use some 3D pads for this one. Do you know I've got the long thin, where have I put it? Here it is. So I can put a whole bit of long thin across. Oh no, these are my little thin ones. Never mind, picked up the wrong sheet. There we go. They're going to go on there nicely. And then another one on Make a Wish up here. Now, this is the card, but then if you want somewhere, people always say to us, well, that's fine, but where do you write on it? That's always the big thing. Where do you write on it? Okay, so here we go. Let the adventure begin. Goes down the bottom corner. So you don't want to write on this because it looks so nice, right? So what you do is, I've cut one of the inserts in half. How fab's that, by the way?
Amazing.
And you can tell it's where to write because it's been toned down. That is going to stick on the back. So again, all I'm going to do, I'll tell you what, I'm getting every last little dreg out the bottom of this pot of glue here. You wouldn't think we had it on such a great special offer. I'm using every last little bit up. There we go. And that is just going to manoeuvre into place. So I can take this home and my boys will be absolutely thrilled with this because they love the elephants. So you can write on this part here. Yeah. And then there's the front card. Sorry, I've just said elephant and I'm looking at the giraffes. My boys like elephants.
Confused.
Not as much as they like giraffes. It's giraffes that they love, which is why I thought I'd do the same because we were talking about elephants earlier. How cute's that, but how just nice and simple with them floating on the front. That's what I love. I love that illusion idea. So to do that, you want that lovely, heavyweight acetate because the thin acetate, your card's just like, oh, I can't cope.
What does it do?
You need I can't cope. You need a bit of structure, right? Look at the structure on that card. That is like, yes, I can cope, no problem, Sarah. Not that, I can't cope.
That's nearly as good as the little dance you did earlier on.
I did some really good dancing.
She's got the moves today, I tell you what. Oh dear.
Right, go on. I'm getting ready for the next demo.
Right, tell you what, not only a crafting genius, but not a bad dancer either. Loads of people are loving this collection. Just a few of the comments here. Evelyn on Facebook says, I have the Twilight Safari collection. It's beautiful. Michelle on Facebook, I love this collection. Reminds me of that Disney film. Oh yes, we know the one. Patricia says, I love the collections of the Twilight Safari, the colours. I love this set, says Beth. I made a card for my office as decoration. Such pretty colours, says Shannon. Loads of you. Love the artwork in the Twilight Safari collection, says Lynn. Loving this, Sarah, says Erline. And Dances with Pam on YouTube. I love the safari paper, but I wouldn't want to use it because it's too pretty, lol. Well, the great thing is, again, with these, you can buy these as collections, of course, but you can then buy individuals as well, should you want to do that to top up. So if you want to, you know, use some for crafting and then keep some for just, I don't know, to look at or sniff. Some people sniff it, don't they? You can do that as well. Right. Let's quickly recap on some of the most popular items on the show. This rainbow cardstock, the Midnight Rainbow, is so popular, and we are not surprised at all. It's flying out of the door. So you're going to get 8 different designs in these rainbow colours, 3 of each. Remember, it's on that adorable scoreable cardstock. So again, you've got the ability to be able to, you know, build with this, build your boxes and score and fold and not worry about this cracking or creasing or feathering. That is the technology, the bendable ink technology that you've got with this. And you've seen how beautifully all of this works with lots of the other Hunky Dory collections that we've got. Just makes those cardstock collections go even further. $7.99 for the Midnight Rainbows. That's popular, but I think by far the most popular collection on the show is this. And again, as I keep saying, you can tell Sarah loves it because she's pretty much used it in most of the demos that we've seen today already. It really is wonderful. And again, shows you just how you can incorporate this in a... I love that. It's like a glass of champagne, that reminds me of. You know what I mean? Look at me with my expensive tastes. But yeah, it shows you that you can use this with so many different collections and how you can make those collections as well go even further. That I love as well. The geometric shapes on there, just gorgeous. And you've sort of got that sort of marbling effect there, haven't you? For $7.99 or $11.99, really popular for that collection. Again, in the adorable scoreable as well. Also, worth mentioning that we do have a selection of Last Chance Saloon items on the show. I don't know if that's the official title for them, but basically your last chance to get these, because once they are gone, they are gone. This is the Just a Note 8x8 paper pad. Again, just beautiful, double-sided, all matches up wonderfully. You know, great if you want to be able to do a bit of decoupaging with this, maybe a bit of scrapbooking as well. Just wonderful imagery on here for $7.99 or $11.16. The best thing to do is check our website. The Last Chance Saloon items, as we're calling them, we do have more, but this is the most popular of those. If you head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu, you can see all of those other items on there. Some of the items that we did have on the show, so limited that they didn't even send them to us, so go quickly, particularly if that is one that you fancy. Right, we are going back to, I want to say we started with this, but I don't think we did. Oh, we did start with this. The Rose Quartz collection. This is just amazing. Again, it's a huge collection. I tell you what, let's have a flick through this and show you everything that you are going to get within the collection, because it is massive. Once again, you've got your little sheet there to give you an idea of everything that you can make. Okay, so you've got an idea straight away as to the kind of things that you can be putting together, but it is wonderful. It's the most popular bundle on the show, and you can understand why. The imagery is amazing. You've got the beautiful swans on there. You've also got some beautiful florals. It's quite... it's sort of, I think it's a bit fantastical, isn't it, really? Do you know what I mean? It's got that kind of real sort of out of this world sort of theme about it, with the beautiful butterflies. Love this as well, with the dress and the shoes, all beautifully foiled, all beautifully die cut as well for you. And you've got the corresponding sentiments to go with this. Love the fact too, again, just pointing out that you've got the little tabs and banners, top to bottom, side to side, craftability. Once again, with these collections, you're always going to get the coordinating cardstock. You're going to get 8 sheets of the pretty pattern, and then you also get 8 sheets with the foiled accents on there as well. But again, you're just not going to fold these in half and use these as little card blanks. There's so much more that you'll do with these. You'll cut into these. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Now, as well with this particular collection, you are also going to get your concept cards as well. Look at that. You can see just a bit of an idea of the foiling that you're going to get with these. So 8 sheets of that. Now, the concept cards you're going to get, you've got the ability to make 8 of those. Right, put that there, Ben. Literally so much stuff. The concept cards are here. I'll just move this across.
Go for it.
I've got a feeling some of this stuff, it's going to fall out. I knew it. Because I'll turn this around and show you, because basically you've got 8 cards that you can make. So you've got your rosette easel cards, which are just amazing. And then if I just lift this up a little bit, you've also got these cards too. So basically what you get, I'll show you these in a second, because you get the little boxes and you get envelopes as well. You get all of the kind of bits and pieces that you can decoupage with. You've got your butterflies and your swans and your florals in there. You've got your dress included as well. And then you get all of the, what do you call it, the mechanism, I suppose, the base to pop all of this together. And again, if you're looking at that and thinking, I don't know, is this going to be quite difficult to do? Is it going to be quite hard to put all this together? It's all included with this, the instructions as to how you can put these cards together. And isn't it lovely? So many people commenting on Facebook and on YouTube on the colour palette of this as well. People loving the colours. Again, beautifully foiled. All die cut again for you, so you don't have to worry about getting anything else. As long as you've got your adhesives, you're ready to go. There's your base, of course, as well. Pop these together and you can make 8 cards. You've got your pop-up cards, and then you've got that beautiful rosette easel design as well. I will show you. Where's the sheet gone? Here we go. I'll show you that again. So those are the finished cards that you can create with that, 4 of each. All right. So that's included. As well as all of that, you've got your little boxes that you can pop your cards in. You've got more envelopes. You've got inserts and your little book, and this one is your square little book. So this one comes with 150 sheets in it. There are 25 different designs, 6 of each. So again, as far as value for money is concerned, my voice has gone high. As far as value for money is concerned, that is amazing. All of that included. If you want to go for individuals, you can. If you want to add another little book into your collection, you can do that as well, because all of the different bits and pieces are available for you individually. But what a massive collection there you've got for $38.95 or $58.49. Just wow. I honestly love Hunky Dory for the fact that you get so much. It's quality, it's easy to craft with, and if you are brand new to this, creative cravings, isn't it? All about going back to basics, all about making everything accessible for everybody. That's what these kits are. They really, really are. The fact that you've got the inspiration sheets, the fact that you've got, with the concept cards, the instructions in there as well. And if you do get a little bit stuck, you've got us here too. You've got these shows that you can refer back to and watch again. And of course, we've still got 20 minutes remaining on this show. So if you've got any questions, anything you want to ask about this collection, we're going to have a look more at the rose quartz streams now, or anything else on the show. Get those questions in and we'll get them answered before 6 o'clock. What are you going to show us, Sarah?
Well, I'm going to do a nice, quick and simple card with this collection, but I had one of those concept cards to show you.
Oh, lovely.
So this is not one that I've made, but somebody had done one of the concept cards. This is how they work, you see.
Boom.
So you have that standy up stand in the middle, you've got the sentiment, and because they're printed both sides, you're going to get that lovely finish on there as well. So they're just a little bit different to anything else I'd seen before. But the card I'm going to show you now, Ben, is one of my just go-to. Can always do this with any of the Hunky Dory kits, okay? So you'll find in a lot of the kits, they have a nice, big, tall, thin topper, right? So this is a brilliant card to do with that tall, thin topper. So what I'm going to do first of all is I've got a sheet of A4 and I'm just going to place this on and say, right, if I want to have like equal all the way around, I want to just put a score line round about here, right? So if I put a score line round about there, which I happen to have already done, by the way, look, that is going to go on the front of there. Can you see? It's just a nice size to give me all the matting and layering so that I have a card that has this on the front, but it's going to have something on the inside as well, all right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to marry up a sheet of the paper. Now, and look at this, I've already cut this ready. This was then a sheet of the cardstock. So all I've done is I've cut the cardstock at the same place where we've got that score line. so that I've got something to go on the back, and I have trimmed it down a tiny weeny little bit. One that goes on the back, and then a bit that can mat and layer on the front, but is not going to be too overpowering. So I've got that lovely design. You'll always have papers like this. You'll always have a paper that's, you know, 3/4, 2/3 of it is one design. Then you've got some pretty design here. And by having that fold over on the left-hand side, you're essentially going to have something going on the inside, something going on the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of matting and layering there,
okay,
and just get those put down in place.
Well, I'll tell you what, loads of people loving this. It's hard to say from the comments which is your favourite collection on this show, because it seems to be as we go to each collection, you're then coming in and saying how much you love each one. I would say that maybe the Rose Quartz Dreams is just slightly ahead with the comments. Valerie says, oh no, this is actually about the safari. I'm using the very African feeling paper collection to scrapbook my safari pictures from last year. Anna said, ordered these papers as part of the big collection they had. Can't wait to get them. This is to do with the Rose Quartz Dreams. What beautiful images and colours in that book paper pad. I know, you just get so much, don't you? Really nice collection, says left-handed crafter. Suzette saying, love this card, Sarah. And Karen says on Facebook, OMG, does anyone else have the urge to go sparkle pen crazy on the Rose Quartz?
Oh,
ooh, yeah,
yes.
Why not? Get the
well, talk about sparkle
pens.
pen.
Yeah.
Also, you know, we've got the strips of the adhesive.
Yeah, we've got those.
Yes. So I find, because I can't always be bothered to really faff on and put a lot of gems on.
Yeah.
You'll notice I don't do a lot of gems on my card because I'm not a one for all the faff, right? But I think these strips of gems look absolutely brilliant. It's a great way of blinging up your cards without creating a lot of work for yourself.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
By the way, I think you might have started something as well, Sarah, because Ro on Facebook has said, get Sarah on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, potentially something for the future, I suppose, but maybe a little bit more practice needed. I don't know. I mean, not that I'm saying I'm, you know, Fred Astaire or anything like that. But,
he's not wrong though. Yes, definitely. Oh, bless you. Right, so here we go.
The gemstone roll, by the way, that Sarah's just showed you, limited stock. Oh, one thing I was going to ask you, which we did have a question in about earlier on. You know the self-adhesive shimmer roll that we've got?
Yes.
Die cuttable?
Perfect for die cutting. That's exactly what these guys designed it for.
There you go. Someone did ask about that, so yes is the answer to that question. Marvellous.
Right, so that I'm going to stick flat on there. Oh, God, crikey, that's not very straight, is it not? Do you know what? This is not going to peel off. Oh, I've got a tiny bit of time.
Just in time.
I think because of that adorable scorable finish, I'm just about getting away with it. Right, so now I will take my time and get it positioned down. Once we're positioned down, then I'll stick it. Right, so I stick that bit flat. This bit is then going to raise up. That's where I'm going to use those strips. So we have all different types of foam pads, right? We have one, which is we do it in strips like this. And it is absolutely brilliant for cards like this. So can you see, I'm just going to trim them down a tiny little bit. And we're going to raise them up on both sides. Brilliant for shaker cards as well, these ones. And if you just have a little look when you're buying the foam pads, we do like assorted packs so that you can get a little bit of everything in there, and you'll soon find which ones you use the most. Right, so here we go. I'm just going to raise up in the middle. Beautiful. Which just brings it to life a little bit more. And then actually, you don't need a lot. I've just got a couple of the little toppers. So I'm just going to go, let's have a look. Simply Gorgeous. And leave a little sparkle wherever you go. What a lovely sentiment. I think that's just fabulous, that one. Are you going to fit on there? Yes, you are. So I'll go crossways with this so that just perfectly sticks on the bottom. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. And then also on this one here, I could use, look at this, waste not, want not. I'm going to use those two little scraps off the back of the long pieces that I had, and then I can raise that up. So it's a really quick and simple one, this.
Doesn't look quick and simple though, does it? It's a finished project.
Because it looks simply gorgeous.
It does.
But then of course, you've got the same age-old problem. Where you're going to write on it? I mean, I suppose you could write in there with that one, but you get the matching inserts. So I've got the matching insert, which I've just trimmed a little bit off the side, so that we can then go and do one of these where you just put the insert, just stick it at the top only. So if I just get that stuck at the top and then just stick that down there. So I've got a nice bit where to write on, and you've got that lovely decoration. I think that looks like a pretty spectacular card, but you saw it was a really quick and easy one. And a technique, I'm trying to teach you techniques that you can integrate with any of the Hunky Dory kits that we've got.
Yeah, and that's the point, isn't it? Again, Creative Cravings all about making it easy for everybody. That's what we try and show you. That's what these kits do as well. You've got everything thought of, everything kind of within the kits for you to be able to create cards like that. And that's the thing, isn't it? You look at that card, you give that card to a recipient, they're going to think that you spent so long putting all that together, when in actuality, you know you spent, what, how long did that demo take? 5 minutes? Probably not even that. That's the point. Quick, easy card making for everybody. Now, talking about making things quick and easy for you, the trim me's, these are great, and I tell you what, you've been loving them. Now, this particular bundle that we're going to do for you gives you 2 of the birthdays. So you've got the birthdays with the gold foiling sentiments and the birthdays with the silver foiling sentiments. We're also going to throw into this particular collection 2 of the everyday, so the gold and the silver. So basically the deal on this is you're getting 4 for the price of 3, and not only do you get 42 sheets within each of these collections with the beautiful foiled sentiments. The birthday one, for example, gives you sentiments like make a wish on your special day, and you can see how it's beautifully foiled. Time to celebrate, it's your special day. Many happy returns of the day, and there's my fave, yay, it's your birthday. So you get all of these wonderful sentiments in the gold and in the silver as well, and then the clever bit is on the back, because again, if you wanted to make sure that your sentiment is going to fit perfectly into a whole host of different cards, you can do your A5s, your 8x8, 7x7s, 5x7s, loads in there. You can simply just choose which is your card size on the back and trim to size. So as I said, birthday in the gold and the silver, and the everyday in the gold and the silver as well. You get 4 for the price of 3, $29.96 if you want to go for that today. They're proving very popular indeed. Also, just to quickly remind you of the Sunflowers collection, just got some beautiful finished samples here as well. Again, something a little bit different for you here within this collection. Again, you're getting all of those die cut toppers to allow you to simply put these cards together. You don't need to buy a die cutting machine. If you're just looking to make cards straight away and you want to be able to do it without spending a huge amount of money, that's what these kits allow you to do. You've got the toppers, you've got the cardstock included as well, and with this matching inserts and the little tag pad with all of those beautiful images on as well. $28.47 or $42.49 if you want to add that into your basket. And then finally, the rose quartz. Again, this is a bumper bundle within this collection. You're going to get all of those toppers. All right, so you've got the ability to put cards together nice and quickly indeed. So the Shimmering Silk Topper Collection, 8 topper sheets, 16 sheets of cardstock with the foiled accents, and then the pretty printed as well. You're going to get the Concept Cards collection, which lets you make up those pop-up cards like the ones Sarah showed you a few moments ago, and the Rosette Easel Cards. You've got your luxury card inserts to go with them. You've got your square little book of Rose Quartz Dreams, and quite simply, for $38.95, that's amazing. It's been busy right across the board. I think we know that how much you love Hunky Dory. The adorable Scrabble has been particularly popular, but this collection, the Rose Quartz Dreams, I think has been the main winner across the show. Lots of you loving it, lots of you loving the imagery and the colours and the ease of use as well. So I think as a final demo, can we do one more from this collection?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. You were thinking what I was thinking, Ben. Now, I know it's Creative Cravings, which is generally beginner stuff. However, I did this card a few weeks ago and had a fantastic reception. So in case you missed that show, I thought I'd show you again how to do it. It's a little bit different. I hadn't done this shape before. Oh, wow. Can you see? Doesn't it look? It's like a display card, isn't it? It looks really wonderful. And when you look at it from over top, you can see what sort of shape it is. So it's like this funny little, it's just a little bit of a slightly unusual shape in that one, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, what I've done is I have made life easy for myself. So I've started with a sheet of A4, but I've actually trimmed it down just to a standard size width, right? So A4 is 8 1/4 inches. It doesn't matter what size you want, but whereas it's 11 3/4 A4, I've trimmed it to 11 1/2, just so that I've got some easy sizes, right? Now, here's what you're going to do. We're going to score at 2 3/4 inches. So 2 3/4 down here. And then you're also going to score at 5 1/4. So 5 1/4 there.
Okay.
So remember, so it's 11 1/2, I'm going to do the same again, turn it right round, 11.5 inches, and we're going to go a 2 3/4, and then also 5 1/4. And because we've done the same from both sides, that's going to be equal, and that gives us that bit of it. Can you see the tram lines in the middle?
Yes.
That gives us that set of tram lines that we want to work from. So I'm just going to fold, burnish all those crease lines, and I'm just working with a plain black card because I'm going to matte and layer over top of it. But imagine doing this with that lovely rose gold cardstock. I mean, you could absolutely do the same. There's that shaped card ready to go.
Yeah.
You could do exactly that card from the rose gold,
Love
and
that.
it would look amazing, right? So then all I've done is I've taken one of the sheets of cards. So let's have a little look at the one. So there's my finished card. If I just find it, you've got loads of these to work from, but what you need is a one that's symmetrical. All right, so as you're flicking through, that's the one I picked because it's symmetrical, so
Yes.
it's going to work from both sides, right? It wouldn't work with something like that because you need it to be the same both. So, but you've got plenty of options of ones that you could work with, and I think that one I've picked is definitely the best from this set to work like that from, right? So I've done that, and just to speed things up a little bit, I've already cut it down to size. So you can pop up in the corner, Ben, and do all the end of show stuff if you want, while I get me matting and layering done.
Here I go.
Woo!
There we go. Yes. There's just a lot of love for this show in general. I think a lot of love for both of the shows today. A lot of people still harping back to the show we did earlier on with the Ultimate Pro. You can watch that back on our website. Honestly, it was such a great show. So many great demos there. And this show as well, lots of people commenting. Shadiah on Facebook says, OMG. After all these demos, my basket is full. Soon to check out. Yeah, make sure you do. Don't miss out on the deals. Suzanne says, what a beautiful card, Sara. I love it. That's referring to the one you're putting together now. Kathy says, love Hunky Dory. Molly says, what a gorgeous card. And Laura Simmons on Facebook says, it almost looks like a picnic table from above.
Oh.
It does look a little bit like a picnic table from above, that card. It does. Now, listen, let's have a... Oh, look at this. Now, Stephanie was watching the show a little bit earlier on today with the Ultimate Pro.
Right.
She got her Ultimate Pro out.
Yes.
Crafted along. And a rose gold. And look at this, what she made.
Stephanie, that looks absolutely amazing. Look at this. We're both in boxes now.
We're both here, look. Can I see
Ben's up there. He's had to put his glasses on just so he can see.
Yeah, next level, I did.
And you can keep an eye on my demo. I'll be down the bottom corner. I love it.
Hey.
Oh, I love it, Ben. We're so good, aren't we?
So much to watch. There's me, there's Sarah, there's all of your stuff as well. I mean, where do we look? Cecilia has been in touch. She is crafting along with her Hunky Dory items as well.
Do you know, there's nothing I love more than when we inspire people to do that.
Yeah. And Craig is crafting along as well, but apparently forgot to attach his photo.
Oh. Craig.
Craig.
Craig, what you like?
What you like?
What you like?
Yeah. Lynn says the rose quartz, as it says in the description, has such lovely colours. Yeah, we love it. By the way, what was it you were saying, producer Laura, is flying out the door? We need to remind everyone about. Was it the... Oh, it was the rose gold. Sorry, I thought it was something else as well. The rose gold, quarter of the stock has gone. So go swiftly, friends, with about 3 minutes left. Wonderful 2 shows today, says Andrea on YouTube. Sarah and Ben, well done. Well, thank you so much. We try our best here.
We do try our best.
And we do again later in the week, I think, aren't I?
Oh, I tell you what, you just can't get enough, Ben. Can't get enough.
I thought I'd upset you, to be honest, because the first 2 shows that I did here at Crafters TV were with you, and then you disappeared. It's been like about 4 weeks. I was thinking, what did I do to upset Sarah? I did a couple of shows, and then I never had an email show with you again.
You're like, oh no, it's not going well. Well, hey, you didn't get your P45, so it can't have been too bad. For all those watching in the UK, that is a British saying, which is when somebody, when you get fired from a job or whatever, they say, we'll get your P45 ready. Yeah. That's the form that you get sent from the government to say you're out of work. Right, here we go. So, just put them in place. There we go. I've only stuck it, you see, in the centre. And then I've also got a nice little birthday wishes to go in the middle here. And then what I'm going to do is to finish it off, I've also used the matching insert, and I'm just going to put insert down the 2 sides, Ben, just so that you've got somewhere to be able to go and write on it. You know, I don't like doing a card that you've got nowhere to write on, and I think that's the one big thing I always get asked about. So every card today, I've made a conscious effort to then show you how you would have an insert. And you know, that's why I would say the trim me's are so perfect.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, there's no way it would work on a funny shaped card like this one, but any of your other cards, look how we finished them off with a perfect trim me on there as well.
Just amazing. Probably the demo of the show, I think that one.
Do you think?
I love that card, yeah.
I've been building up to it, Ben.
Exactly.
Building up to it.
The big finish, darling. That's what you wanted. Now, listen, just to say before we go, loads of accessories on the show as well for you. So, like your Gilding Flakes, those are proving really popular. We've also got your little adhesive gems. We've got your gem rolls as well. Also the adhesive glitter roll. We've got glitters. We've got the prismings. All of those bits and pieces and goodies, an extra 10% off those when you spend £20 or $20. So do have a look. Wow. Michelle has said, thank you, Sarah. Great teaching day. Thank you, Ben and Team Social. It's been a brilliant day, hasn't it? Hopefully,
fabulous.
Hopefully we've inspired. Hopefully you've learned something, and hopefully we've inspired you to get crafting and have some fun. When are you next back, Sarah? Is it Friday?
Well, actually, yes, I'm with you on Friday. However, it is HSN week next week, which means we have a big special HSN preview. So the HSN preview is tomorrow. Now, we usually do 3 hours. It takes us 3 hours, Ben, to get through everything that's coming up. But this time, guess who's going on HSN?
Who?
Not just me. Craig is going to be going on HSN next week as well. So what we've agreed is Craig can come and be part of my preview. So Craig's going to be like the warm-up act. So Craig's going to come on for the first hour and he's going to give you the preview of all the items he's got on. Then I'm going to jump on and do my regular full 3 hours showing you everything that's on HSN. Usual drill, we've got the booklet, we're going to walk you through everything, we're going to take your questions, we're going to show you what's on order ship, we're going to demonstrate everything, look at a load of samples, and we'll be giving everything away. So it is a jam-packed 4 hours, let me warn you. It's going to be one of those shows you cannot afford to miss if you want a preview of everything we've got coming up on HSN next week. So that is tomorrow afternoon. Well, tomorrow evening for us, so it's going to be afternoon for you guys' time. And I'll be here again on Crafters TV on Friday with a very, very special launch day show on Friday afternoon.
Well, lots to look forward to. Thank you, Sarah, so much. I'll be back with you 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, or 8 o'clock East Coast, 5 o'clock West Coast with the usual shows. I think I'm with Debbie Robinson and Fiona tomorrow, so looking forward to that. Plenty to look forward to here at Crafters TV. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, have a brilliant one, and we will catch you again very soon. Bye for now.